What's up, Steelers fans? Jared Smith here from the Morning After on Sports Grid. Well, the Steelers, the best team in football, they're 9-0, trying to make it 10-0 on Sunday in Jacksonville, taking on the Jaguars. Let's check out the line and find you the edge. Presented by the FanDuel Sportsbook. The Steelers laying 10.5 points on Sunday in Jacksonville, taking on a Jaguars team that has lost 8 consecutive games after their Week 1 win over the Colts. The total relatively low here, sitting at 46, which is a little surprising considering the Jaguars defense ranked 31st in DVOA this season. But Pittsburgh not great in this spot. 4-13 against the spread in their last 17 games as a double-digit favorite. Little bit of a look-ahead spot. A huge matchup looming next Thursday night on Thanksgiving against the Baltimore Ravens. I think Jacksonville can keep things close and cover this number at home, but Pittsburgh should get the win and improve to 10-0. There's your Week 11 preview between the Steelers and the Jaguars. Enjoy the game.
Thanks a lot for that. And we have some fan sentiment that matches that as well. We have George on Twitter who says he expects a 20-13 Steelers win, says Jacksonville always plays the Steelers close, so covering that 10.5 is probably around leaning too. I think the Steelers win, but Jacksonville probably covers that 10.5 points. Paul Zeise, before we let you go, we got time for one more phone call. We got Vincent in West Deer. Vincent, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I just wanted to know if Josh or Paul, if any of you guys have, if the Pirates are going to be shedding sad tears, or are they going to sign at least someone decent?
Vincent, I appreciate the call. I really appreciate that. Sounds like you were waiting to do that, and appreciate your courage. I will tell you this much. As far as what we're hearing now, as far as rumors, we're only hearing about guys who could leave. Paul talked about it before. The Pirates had been shopping Trevor Williams, and I guess they figured they didn't find anybody, so he was designated for assignment. Also, you have every other member of the rotation who's not named Mitch Keller. We've heard Chad Kuhl's name. We've heard Jameson Tyone. We've heard Joe Musgrove. Those are all names that are also being talked about possibly being moved. As far as guys that could come back, Paul, I don't know about you, but I'm just looking to be surprised at this point.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, they're not going to go sign anybody. They're not going to spend money until they know they're ready to win. That's what it comes down to. They're trying to rebuild the talent base, the prospect base, the farm system, all that stuff. They're trying to rebuild it. And the way you do it is you trade established guys for prospects, or you through the draft, or they have international money that they can sign, or that they can spend. And once they get to a point where they have a team that may be close to being ready to really compete, then that's when you go and spend a little bit of money when you're a small market team.
Got to agree with that. They are in a position right now, especially having a high draft pick, having that number 1 pick going into next season. You use that and bring in prime talent that you can use to rebuild quickly, especially not just with the first-round pick, maybe with the second and third rounders. You maybe shoot for the moon and get some guys who might have had some higher upside and maybe that were projected to go a little bit higher. But you bring in guys that can bring in some good upside and some higher quality a lot faster in order to turn this team over. That is it for us. We are out of time. Thanks again to Paul Zeise for joining us tonight. Thank you, everybody, for your calls. Thank you for your tweets. As I tell you often, it is you guys that make this show great. And we're here for you 7 nights a week on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm Josh Taylor. Make the switch over to KDKA. We're talking Steelers. We're also going to talk some high school football. We got Thomas Jefferson highlights in the state playoffs. Plus, we're going to talk about one local school who had 2 soccer teams in the state championships, and both of them won. We'll tell you about it soon. I'm Josh Taylor. See you tomorrow.